In this video, we're going to look at how we can use biotechnology to grow more food and potentially fix the environment. So remember, genes code for traits. So that means that new genes can create new traits within an organism. So that means if we add genes to organisms, we can actually change what traits those organisms have and potentially make new or even better organisms. So let's see how this can be used to improve food production. So many people have probably heard of GMOs, which are genetically modified organisms. These are organisms where we have taken genes from something else and added them to these crops in order to make them better in some sort of way. Now, some of those things are pesticide or herbicide resistance. For example, we have plants that are not hurt by certain herbicides. We can make plants that are more disease or pest resistant. We can make ones that actually have increased amounts of nutrients. And we can make ones that are resistant to climate change, so things like drought tolerance or heat tolerance, so that we can continue to grow plants and these crops in places despite the change in the climate. So here's an example of a genetically modified organism. So we have this bacteria called Bt, and it creates a toxin to caterpillars. Now, what we have done is actually take the gene from that bacteria and inserted it into the corn's genome. So this is called Bt corn. Since that corn now has this new gene, the corn can create the actual toxin. So that means that when the caterpillars try to eat the corn, they are killed by this toxin. And because the toxin is not harmful to humans, we are now able to use less pesticides to grow high quality corn. Now, we can also use this to help improve ecosystems. So let's remember that human beings, through a number of different avenues, have caused some pretty significant environmental issues. And we can potentially use biotechnology to help fix some of these issues and prevent further damage. So some examples include pollution reduction. So we have caused pollution in lots and lots of places here on Earth. And this thing called bioremediation. So bio meaning life, remediation means to basically fix. So what it means is using organisms to break down or remove pollutants, like using bacteria to break down oil after an oil spill. We can also potentially engineer things like algae to create biofuels. And we can use biotechnology to help protect species by either making them less likely to go extinct or adding diversity so that they're able to maintain healthy populations. Now, all of this is really important because it allows people to get what we need without destroying the planet and then eliminating the ability for it to provide us with goods and services. And so all of these biotechnology things are potentially part of creating a sustainable future in which people are able to live and get what we need on this planet while also maintaining the environment so that they can do that for us.